Okay, this is a test right now of some new recording software. I did some tests earlier today. None of them recorded what I was trying to record. So we're trying it again. We also didn't get the sounds that we expected. So let's see if we get the sounds of the video. This is your poorly aging, sarcastic PC Witty gamer, and we are playing Fallout Shelter. So it tells me to be careful about what number of vault I choose, but then it doesn't look like it lets me. I didn't know there was a survival mode, so I don't want that. But it tells me to be careful about what vault number I choose, but it doesn't seem to let me choose a vault number. See, it's doing it for us. Let's just, I don't know that it matters. Congratulations, Vault-Tec has selected you to be the overseer of Vault 974. Well, it keeps people safe from the dangers of the wasteland. I haven't started a new vault in this since it first came out. As overseer, your job is to expand and maintain the vault while keeping your dwellers safe and happy. Each room has a special attribute. It uses assigned dwellers with the best special to make them happy and produce extra resources. Vault-Tec will give you a daily rating based on your performance. Remember to keep your dwellers happy and do a great job. Do you want to keep telling me to keep them happy? Oops. Welcome your new vault overseer. Let's introduce you to the basic components. Well, I didn't ask you to do that, but sure. First, let's build a room. Click on the hammer icon to open the build menu. We will build a power generator. Now we need dwellers. Okay, fine. Quit putting things in my way. I assume you want me to assign this guy to that room. Now, this is a free game, and usually, uh, if I remember with the free game, now that dwellers are working the room, we'll start producing resources. Double click on a room to take a closer look. Yeah, fine. How do I get rid of this stupid not helpful hint button? That's Catherine and Harry. If you're in dire need of extra resources, you can use the rush mode. Click the rush button to open the menu. I think this is one of the ways to try and make money off of it. Because if you rush too much, bad things happen like infections, fires. I mean infestations of rad roaches or fires or things like that. So they're encouraging you to do that. Well, it won't me build it where I want, so I'll build it where they tell me to. I don't know why they feel the need to keep telling me five, six times to keep my vault dwellers happy and healthy. Well, yeah, it turns out I don't have a female to put in the living quarters. And really, I'm just trying to find out whether we're getting a decent enough video of this that it's usable on our YouTube site. Now, if he's doing no good up there by himself, he needs a female. Oh, yeah, that's right. I could have sent him to explore the wasteland, which is boring because most of the stuff that happens out there happens away from the camera. So I'm just showing you can make the rooms bigger if you can afford them by building side by side. And you know, they made it so that you'll immediately run out of caps so that you'll be sitting around. The idea being if you get bored enough, you're gonna purchase more caps, or you'll purchase things to get you better stuff in the game so that your game will go faster. I can't upgrade a room. I did show them how to do that, but see, I don't have enough. I should probably send this bloke out into the. I don't have enough caps to build more living quarters, moron. We're gonna send you out into the world. You'll probably get killed, but they want somebody out on quests, and we don't know you yet, so you're the perfect schmuck. I mean, guinea pig. Now, see, he just explores on his own. They don't even let you watch him. We're out of most of all of our resources now, and then when things come up with him, they'll have us make decisions regarding him. But that's basically it. You can rush rooms, which can cause disasters, but if they don't cause disasters, you get the resource faster. Remember, this is a free game, so they're trying to get you to buy in game things. Yeah, I know about merged rooms. I was showing them. But I can't do much with it right now. I've only got 84 caps. My other vaults. Okay, I'm going to level up these two. They make it so it's not safe to rush the room all the time. because obviously they want you spending money on this. They made this game to make money. I don't know why that guy and that chick are just dancing around in the living quarters. If they don't make a baby soon, there's no point in having them in. Looks like somebody else is showing up because it says +1 there. Yeah, lady, make. Yeah, I can't afford more living quarters. Oh, so they won't let her in? Well, it's not going to let me build more. It takes 130. So we're probably going to lose her because we don't have any place for her to live. See, so it's kind of pushing us to rush these things. Yeah, see, our rush failed. Now there's a fire. But at least these people in the living quarters did their business. So she's knocked up now. Although I don't know what will happen when it's time for the baby to be born, since it's saying there's not enough room in the vault for any more people. And it tells me to level up these people, and then when I try to, it doesn't let me. So that makes no sense to me. Now we got two people that want to get in, but no room for them to get in. I think we need something like 130 for 130 caps for us to build, more living quarters. But this is by design. This isn't me making poor choices or anything like that. They did it this way so that eventually I would be so frustrated with the game that I would go to their store and buy stuff. See, it tells us to successfully rush one room. It gives us these objectives that they know will probably only be I'm probably going to only be able to get through them by spending real money for a game they told us was free. And look, it could be a lot of money. And this is just for one resource. This would be $20 for just one resource. 150 Nuka Cola Quantum. So you could spend $100 right there. And then they have gambling in it. Notice random cards. Random cards are gambling because you don't know what you're going to get, but you're paying real money for them. So you're paying real money hoping you'll get something that's worth what you paid or more. So you could buy these lunch boxes that have items in them. They could have an explorer in them. They could have an outfit in them. They could have a weapon in them. They could have money in them. I haven't seen these animal carriers before, but I assume they have pets in them. And I haven't seen the Mr. Handy stuff before, so they probably did that since whenever I stopped playing. It's not a terrible game, but it is a game that's trying to get you to. So remember, it was telling us, hey, build more living quarters, and as soon as you build more living quarters, it complains, well, there's not really enough power for more living quarters. So now I built living quarters that are powered down. Again, trying to get me to rush power generation, which will probably go. And the more you do it, the more likely you are to have a problem. Like this is an almost 50-50 chance. So now we got rad roaches that are trying to kill everybody in the vault. And it's not making power during that time. Here's a gray haired old lady. I don't know that she'll ever give us new children. And so these are the Vault-Tec lunch boxes. Oh, we got 500 caps. That's good. A globe and food. We like food. And battle armor. Now, if our guy that was out doing quests was here, we'd put him in the battle armor. Okay, we need more water. It's telling us that the storage room has been unlocked. Again, we're just most of the game is just chasing those stats of getting enough electricity. Enough food, enough water. Then after that, there'll be more stats because it is kind of a management role playing game. Yeah, one thing at a time, dude. One thing at a time. 100 caps, which isn't great, but it's something, and 50 food, which isn't great, but it's something. And Wonder Glue, a lever action rifle, which we'd probably give to our explorer. Although we could use it here too against the rad roaches. So I'm just showing you how it works while we see whether whether we're actually getting a decent video of this or not, and whether you can hear me as far as sound goes. They want us to build more power. But remember, this power generator is no good until we assign people to it. So we're trying to get that guy from in the living quarters to knock up them 3 women so that we eventually get babies to this vault. We only got uh, one cap, which is the money in this. And so, of course, they're trying to sell us all of these things that we talked about before. Which I'm not against paying for games. But this isn't that kind of game. Speaking of games, I'm watching the new season of the United Football League right now. San Antonio and Arlington. Just to give you an idea of when this is being recorded, it's Saturday after sundown, the end of March. In case this video is actually usable on YouTube. I think the reason they're just standing around in some of these rooms is because there's not enough power to them. Speaking of power, and there's rad roaches in this one that doesn't have any workers. We haven't heard from our explorer in a long time. This will tell us what happened. So he killed a rad roach. He killed a savage dog. He found one cat, you know. You can go through this, all the stuff happening with him. Obviously, he didn't get a haircut. But he can get killed out there. What we're hoping is he will find caps out there. He will find new weapons, things that would be helpful for our vault. Now, if you're not buying a bunch of caps, you are sitting around watching pretty much nothing on the screen quite a bit. Weapons, outfit, junk. We've only got one pregnant dweller. I haven't seen the stats menu before, so it either wasn't here before or I didn't know about it. Time played 22 minutes. At least I know how long the video is so far. I definitely don't think there were any pet carriers when the game first released. We've collected 1,417 caps. I guess that's good. A lot of these, I have nothing, I don't know anything about it. It looks like they added a lot to the game in order to sell us more stuff over time. I wish those people up there in the living quarters would get to, breeding, because that's what they're up there in the living quarters for. If they're not breeding, they're not helping out really. And of course, it just went dark again because it doesn't have enough power. So we'll try and rush the power, which is, of course, risky. Was that a What is that, a prediction or what? Since I said risky right before it happened. So these are unarmed people fighting rad roaches. Eventually it could kill them. But again, I was doing this to try and get more electricity to the vault because it's complaining about lack of electricity. Just like it's complaining about lack of water. Now, the major reasons for this are we just don't have enough vault dwellers to manage everything. And because we don't have enough people in the power plant, the areas that we do have, they're just not powered sufficiently. So a lot of sitting around right here in Fallout Shelter. Is that a terrible game? It really looks like a game that was meant to be played on a mobile phone, and I think it is available on mobile phones. But I'm playing it on the PC. And what I'm trying to do, uh, after, yeah, I know there's a low water supply. We can't do anything about it. We don't have enough vault dwellers to run everything. Now we got a low power supply. I know you're trying to get me to do the rushes so that everything will fall apart in the vault, and I'll be so desperate that I'll spend real money to fix things in your game. So, what's happened over the past couple of weeks is I shot like 30 videos of Skyrim, around that number. Could have been a little lower. And then they needed to be edited, and some of them I lost the footage on. I've been having trouble. I've used like 5 different screen or game recording programs. They're all free, and they all have their issues. And I'm not convinced paid ones would be any better, and I can't just shell out money to find out. But this is a one I just found out about a few days ago, and so I'm testing it. And if its videos look good enough and sound good enough, I'll use it. A lot of the some of them aren't recording in the right resolution of the game. Some of them crash the game or both. And what I'm trying to do, if I get decent recording software, is just give you a wide variety of different games so that you can see what this channel will have to offer in the future. And I, I had to throw out 4 videos that I shot earlier today because they didn't have any visuals in them. It was just black screen. Now, that could be me using the software wrong, but the help section didn't have any help topics. So it was just, a copyright screen and join our Discord and things like that. It didn't tell me how to use the product. So I'm trying to learn how to use it. See if there's one. See if there's one that just can make good videos. And if so, then I can show you the wide variety of games we have available to us right now for this channel. And then the ones that you like the most are probably the ones that are going to get the most videos. Now, I like Skyrim the most. I've played it more than almost 14,000 hours. And so it's gotten the most videos so far. But we put up wrestling videos from 2 different companies. Although AEW, I shot 4 or 5 videos of it, and only one video that I shot using other software actually worked. But I've done wrestling videos, football videos, uh, role-playing games such as Fallout New Vegas, Skyrim, Starfield. I did some Civilization. I did a Civilization 4 video today that didn't record the visuals. So I'm just trying to learn the best way to do this. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I just want to play videos, get them up online for you to enjoy. We got around the 150 mark as far as videos go. And I hope you will do the 4 things to help us out so that we can build a community. And the 4 things would be watch full videos, give thumbs up to the ones you like. I mean, you can give thumbs up to the ones you don't like if you want, but certainly giving thumbs up lets the three YouTubes know that you appreciate it. The three YouTubes would be the people that work for the company YouTube, the YouTube algorithm, and the YouTube community, the everybody that's out watching videos. The more you give likes to videos, the more likely they are to be recommended to other people that are like you. Okay, now he just knocked up that chick, and so we'll put her to work at the power station because why wouldn't you put a pregnant woman to work in the power station? I believe at this level, four is the most people you can have working in at least one of these sections if there's, only two sides to it. So by having four people working in the, I thought I put her, yeah, they put her in a different one. I told her to work in the power station, and they put her in the diner. I'm hoping by maxing out the number of employees in the, or dwellers, whatever you want to say, in the power station, things will stay powered up longer. And then we'll be able to work on other things because, like, as you can see right now, the living quarters aren't powered up, which you would think not having lights would be a perfect opportunity for him to impregnate our females. But so far, that hasn't happened with the lights not on there. I'm guessing that you need that good balance of having a lot of food, energy, and water for all that to work. And that's the constant struggle of this game. Keeping your food, electricity, and water. Speaking of electricity, if you wait for them to generate it themselves, then you don't run the risk of rushing it. But it takes a lot longer. Now the guy's talking to the chick trying to get her to go to the bedchamber. Right here on our G-rated YouTube channel. So there you go. If this looks boring, it's because the game, if you're not pumping hundreds of real life dollars into it, is mainly either learning the cheat, how to cheat it, or it is sitting around and waiting to just have the money you need to do things, the vault dwellers you need to do things, the electricity, the food, the water you need to do things. And when you're gone from the game, when you're not running it, apparently it keeps up on the calendar or something like that. Because usually, if there's pregnant females in my vault and I come back later on, like the next day, 3 days later, a couple weeks later, or whatever, they're all ready to give birth when I come back. Where if I, as you see, if I sit there and wait for them to naturally be ready to give birth while playing the game live, uh, so far it hasn't happened. It is interesting that the gray-haired black lady is pregnant. I would have thought that she would have been too old to get pregnant. Okay, we failed on the rush for the water generation. This is the game. They want you to spend money. They want you to spend money for in item games that they would say are not required to play the game, but they certainly help you play the game. The game is certainly a lot more exciting and a lot more painless if you sink a lot of money into it. Not a lot of time, a lot of money. So it's not a game that rewards excellence so much as it is a game that is pay to play. It says it's free, but I guess it just depends. If you want to read a book while you're playing the game, in other words, do other things until the timers are full, that'd be something. But most people don't read books while playing video games. Okay, it looks like she might be ready to. Oh no, she leveled up. I thought she was ready to give birth. Yeah, they want more power, but oh, there we go. I didn't even have to rush it. Says we can merge two or three into a more powerful version of the same thing. Well, so far it's not letting us, but it could be because this room has been upgraded before. Oh, he got somebody else pregnant. So we're going to put her in the water generation room. Now there's one more chick for him to pregnantize. And then until more women show up or until they pop out their babies, so if they're available to pop out more babies, I'll be able to take that breeding guy and put him to work somewhere else in the vault because the only purpose of having them in the living quarters is to knock up females. And our happiness has gone from down from 76 to 53. Happiness I cannot feel, and love to me is so unreal. Can you help me? I thought you were my friend. Sit around, sit around. Isn't this fun? If I didn't have this football game I'm watching, I'd probably be bored much further. Now I'm down to 42% happiness. This one guy has gotten 3 chicks pregnant. He's working on the fourth. I don't think they're worried about genetic diversity here in the vault. Now our happiness is down to 37%. Now you see that guy just showed up and put his thumb up. He didn't tell us what he was giving us the thumbs up about, but it could be the fact that that guy is off to knock up a fourth woman. So definitely he's like a cult leader in that um, he's treating multiple women as wives. The whole first generation of babies in this vault are going to be his offspring. And our happiness is down to 24%. Happiness they cannot feel. And love to them is so unreal. Now we don't need to have the power on at the living quarters, but it doesn't look like there's anything we can do to turn it off. So the settings aren't that great. You can't set the resolution. I assume the game is just going with the native resolution of your desktop, but I don't know. Is that a girl? I think that's a girl. I guess that guy could go knock her up too. We're at 15% happiness. So we really haven't done anything wrong. We just haven't spent real world money on this. And over the past few minutes, it's gone from 76% happiness to 13% happiness. I would say this is a game in which you are pre programmed to fail. They want you to not enjoy this game without sending them scads of money. And by scads of money, I mean more money than regular games cost. But remember, they told you it's free. So you might be thinking it's okay to spend that kind of money because it's a free game. But if you're spending that kind of money, it's not really a free game, people. We're gonna put a motorcycle jacket on that guy. His health is bad, and we don't have any stim packs, so we can't do anything about it. Oh, he's already in a vault suit, so I'm gonna give him the Raider sword. 10% happiness. I think when we get to 0%, we should sell. Well, let's see what our Nuka Cola things do. Notice shop comes up rather than redeem. Then it tells you there's no items to redeem, even though it tells you you got 5 Nuka-Colas. Yeah, I equipped one dweller with an item. So what? Now, this, again, isn't gambling unless you're paying money for them, and some people clearly are paying money for them. That is the reason this game exists. We're going to give him a stim pack to try and get him in better health. Doesn't look like it did a bit of good. Now see these the power plant merged, and now we could have up to 6 people working in it. Most of the people are sick or injured or something like that. And that's just due to, you know, rushing to get things done. We need more vault dwellers, but they're not showing up. And and we don't know, remember, what's become of Justin Cook, good old Justin. He killed a mole rat and earned 225 experience. He detected a terrifying Yaguai. The Yaguai is moving in, ready to attack. I was crazy to take on this Yaguai. Hopefully I can get away. He suffered 2 damage, and he earned 0 experience points. We're going to recall him just so that we can put him in in better armor to go out into the world. We've only got one woman living in the vault who's not pregnant. And of course, we'd like to get Catherine Ross is the character name. We'd love to get her pregnant, but it's just a matter of we need people working in these different departments because, as you can see, we're suffering enough at 10% happiness. Now, by the way, we don't currently have a place to store anything that good old what's his face uh, found out in the wasteland. That's why we need to build storage space. But we don't have money to build storage space. Again, the game's doing this on purpose, making you have needs you can't fulfill without just playing it hundreds and hundreds of hours sitting there watching paint dry or spending real world money. Oh, Justin Cook is his name. It would be nice if they would let us name him. They do let us name the babies when they're born, although they suggest names that are based on their parents' names. But so far, I haven't seen a way to name Like Justin Cook, you know, he's our adventurer. He's out there doing quests for us and things. I'd like to give an adventurer name like Awesome Adventurer or Awesome YouTube Adventurer Dude or something. It doesn't let me, at least not any way I can find. And he must have been pretty far out in the wasteland because we recalled him a while ago and he hasn't shown up yet. Far out, man. If you weren't around in the 60s or 70s, you probably are not familiar with this expression. You didn't miss much. I mean, maybe you missed other things, but the whole far out thing wasn't, wasn't that worthy of your attention. We rushed the water to see whether having a water supply. Now, I notice all the women left and the guy stays there to put out the fire. Sexism, anyone? And then he just goes back to his job rather than, oh, okay, the scorched walls clean up themselves. Okay. I wonder if Justin Cooks is ever going to get back. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountain, blowing like a breeze. Okay, now we can put 6 people in our living quarters. This would cost 1,500 to upgrade. We don't have 1,500. This would cost 500 to upgrade. We don't have 500. Our water protection, we probably shouldn't upgrade until we add another section to it. But again, more sections, more energy cost. Justin, where are you? Come on, dude. I wish these preggies would pop out some children so we could start raising kids in this vault. Not that that's so exciting, but as you probably see by now, if this video is even working, not the most exciting game. Unless you're a millionaire and you just won't throw money at them. Here, take my money, please, take my money. Are we going to ever see you again, Justin? Justin Cook's the happiest, but that's because he doesn't live in the vault. He's out in the world. So probably when he gets back, he'll be unhappy as well. I hope it's not going to take a literal 9 months to get babies out of these women. I wonder how much money this game has made. Collect 100 power. We did that. And we got 50 caps for that. So there's a daily report in here that hasn't told us anything. Are we having fun yet? I don't want everyone to think that every game we have here on the poorly aging, sarcastic, PC Witty Gamer YouTube channel is like this. I'm trying to show you a wide variety of what we do have. So, like I said earlier today, I was playing Civilization. I played Civilization 5, Civilization 4. So those are slower paced strategy games. But if you pay attention to them, they're exciting. You discover technologies, you send out explorers to find new places to plant cities. You try and keep your citizens happy. You interact with Genghis Khan, uh, various pharaohs, all of that. Then we've got the action titles, from sports titles like NBA basketball and Madden football, to action RPGs like Skyrim is a first-person shooter RPG. To we've got city builders, we've got City Skylines 2, Sim City. I think we got Frostpunk. Um, we've got lots of RPGs, by the way, from a wide variety of companies. We have Avowed, which just came out last week. And there's Rad Roaches for no reason in the living quarters, other than, of course, they want to make money from us. So, not the Rad Roaches, the insects at Bethesda. And now we've got Rad Roaches in the water treatment plant as well. But Matthew took out his big machete and was able to handle it. We'll rush the food supply. Which will also cause an incident. Hey, but our happiness level actually went up to 26%. I don't know why it is. Now it's at 27% while we're having all these emergencies in the vault. So go figure. And dude, it's just not helpful, especially when our happiness rating is going up, for you to just put your thumb down. That doesn't tell us what you're happy about or sad about or upset about, or where this Justin Cooks guy is that we told to come back here so that we could put battle armor on him. I wonder if those pregnant chicks are going to get back to their jobs. Almost pregnant, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain. Again, a professional, you wouldn't hear sneeze. And I could look on the soundtrack for that sneeze if I wanted to spend hours and hours in post production. And just understand the way it's going to work is the more post production I do, the fewer videos I will upload, and the shorter the videos will be. But they'll look nicer, they'll sound nicer. They might have credits and more information in them. I would prefer to just send raw gameplay footage. Not highlights, not edited stuff. Just if it fits YouTube's guidelines and I played it and you can see it, then the only editing I would do would be for if it docks me in some way. So if some privacy issue came up, I would remove that privacy issue before uploading the video. That's how I prefer to do it. And then pretty much shoot any game that I play, make videos of them, send them to the channel, and hopefully you enjoy them, you like and subscribe, you watch full videos, you leave comments below, you tell your friends, you tell your enemies. We build a community. That's what I would prefer. But if we get to the point where we have a large community, a few thousand people isn't a large community, but it's a start. Right now we have like 12 subscribers. If we get to the point where we have a large community, or the beginnings of a large community, let's say 30,000 people or more, if they're saying, yeah, we want the highly polished, professional looking, professional sounding videos, I might tell them, hey, go to another channel. Or I might do all of that. A lot of editing, taking out the dull parts, just giving highlights, making them look more polished, more professional. Some people have said that if I were to put my picture from my webcam, in a corner or someplace on the screen, that would improve the videos. People would bond with me, and we'd get more subscribers. I'm telling you, I'm an old man that does gaming from a very crowded, cluttered, dirty office. It would not add to the thrill of these videos. It wouldn't make you more likely to subscribe. And I have lots and lots of books on shelves in back of me. So what would be more likely to happen is people would blow up stills they would take of the videos, look at the books, and find something to criticize because of being on one side of the religious spectrum or another, or one side of the political spectrum or another, or I like some fantasy novel series that you don't like, or whatever. People online just tend to find fault with content providers. I was watching a YouTube video last night. This housewife, she likes her job. I think she works in finance or something like that. So she's doing YouTube on the side. And most of the comments she got were great. They're very positive, wonderful. But somebody kept mentioning her teeth weren't straight. And so she actually took her own money and went to an orthodontist and got braces, which she wore for years. Her teeth had never bothered her. But what did bother her were the nasty comments about her teeth. Now, I'm a 62-year-old man, so I think you could find fault with my teeth, my lips, my hairline, my skin color, my look, my clothing, my background, my smile or lack thereof, all of it. By the way, we're back up to 29% happiness, now 30% happiness, but this Justin fellow still has not returned to the vault. 32% happiness. It's amazing they could be this happy. Now, they're nowhere near as happy as they used to be, but that they could be this happy during the vault being on fire, having no food, having no water. I mean, look at this. Our numbers actually go up during a rad roach infestation. And by the way, they're claiming there's no food in Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, and Fallout 4. You can eat rad roaches. So quit claiming that there's just no food. Eat the rad roaches I've provided you. Tell me what a wonderful overseer I am. How grateful you are to live here. By the way, if Justin Cook doesn't get back soon, we're just going to end the video and, to heck with him. And I'm sorry I have to use that kind of language. I know, it's a G-rated YouTube channel. But we're waiting around for this jerk to return. And why do we even want him back? Well, we want him back so that we can give him a weapon to use so that he can survive better out there and give him armor. We're trying to do him a favor, and he's taking forever to get back here. Yeah, I know there's low storage. If you haven't heard yet, we don't have a lot of opportunities here. Ooh, somebody died. Somebody else died. Okay, I revived one of the people. The other one I can't revive because I don't have enough money. And since the infestation is still going on, yeah, the one I revived died again. So that was a waste of caps. Hey, Justin, nice to have you back. It's really not going so well here right now, Justin. So we're going to send you back out with a rusty hunting rifle. No, no, dude, go back out. We don't love you. Dude, go adventure for us. Did he leave? No, he's down here. Justin, go. We don't like you. Actually, we do like you. We want you to stay happy by being out in the wasteland, carrying out tasks for us. Justin, baby, why are we not able to send you on? There we go. Well, we got a lot of dead bodies here in the vault. And that seems like a perfect time to end this video. We'll take a look and see how it came out. See whether it was worth shooting.